Bugün 13. Boğaziçi Film Festivali'nin en özel buluşmalarından birini gerçekleştireceğiz. Bugün aramızda hem The Teacher, The Band's Visit gibi filmlerden tanıdığımız hem de biraz önce izlemiş olduğunuz Filistin 36'nın oyuncular arasında yer alan Filistin oyuncu Saleh Bakri var. Welcome, Saleh, to Istanbul.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here with your film. Bugün Var Olma Sanatı başlığı altında oyunculukta sadelik, duygu inşası ve karakterle kurulan varlık ilişkisini konuşacağız temelde. Ben bundan sonraki sohbete İngilizce devam edeceğim. Siz çeviriyi duyuyor olacaksınız diye düşünüyorum. So first question, I would like to start with your childhood. What kind of environment you grew up in, and how did that affect your sense of art and performance? Your mic is... Salih, mikrofonu bir bakabilir miyiz?
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming, watching the movie. Thank you for staying for the Q&A, and thank you for staying for our masterclass. And thank you, Anas, for the beautiful, generous invitation to me to this beautiful festival and this beautiful city. I grew up in a village called Elbane village. I was born in Jaffa, nearby the sea. And then, because of economical situation that my parents couldn't afford remaining in Jaffa, we had to leave to this village in which my father was born there, his family is there, and you know, the Palestinians are a very collaborative people, very warm people, and the family is part of the structure of the society, of the Palestinian society since ever. And it's a very democratic society. So I had to grow up in this village. I was like 5 years old, maybe 81, 82. I moved to there. And in the village, it's a Palestinian village in the north of Palestine, in which became Israel in 1948. It's this piece, the piece of the historical Palestine that became Israel. For us, it's Palestine, and for many people, it's Palestine. For many others, it's called Israel. Okay, for us, it's Palestine. So I was born there, and most of the lands of this village were confiscated, and people that used to work in agriculture turned out to be the slaves of the new country, and they had to build the country. They were building, most of them working in building. And there is nothing to do for a child, nothing. Like I remember when I was a child, I was jumping from building under construction on top of sand pile, and this was my game, our games. We used to do things like a skateboard, but a handmade skateboard in order to play. Nothing, there were nothing. And my father was a new artist, coming like a new actor. He just finished the academy for drama and theater, and he started to work as an actor, and I grew up with this man who is different from the other people I know in the village, and also his friends are different. They're kind of interesting people, laughing, making jokes. They have kind of a magic. And for me, this world was very interesting because I had nothing in the village to do. So in a way, I had no choice except being an artist or an actor. Because this world of my father world, was fascinating for me as a child.
So thank you. So that means like growing up with an artist father is kind of a privilege for you in that environment. And do you remember your first encounter with acting? Like the moment you realize this is what you want to do as well?
Yeah. Yes. It was not an encounter, but it was age of when I was a teenager. Once the teacher, the Arabic teacher, I liked to write when I was a teenager, and I liked the Arabic school class. And the Arabic teacher asked me to come up to read what I wrote as a homework. And then when I went up and I stand in front of the audience, which were my classroom mates, I was so afraid to read. And then I discovered, I thought at the beginning that it is, I was excited. There were people in front of me and I couldn't read and my voice didn't come out. So I thought maybe it's only a little thing. Maybe next time it would be, but the next time also I had the same fear. I couldn't talk. My voice was not able to be delivered out of my mouth. And then I discovered that I had a fear from audience. And that's why I decided to go study after the high school. I decided to go study drama in order to defeat this fear, because I couldn't imagine my life living with any kind of fear, especially fear of audience. And I had to go and defeat this fear, and I went there and I defeated this fear, but it took me a long time until I could stand on a stage and be free and feel natural and free, and I can move freely like a bird on the stage or like an animal on the stage. It took me a long time until I felt that freedom, like about 5 years after even the drama school. Like the drama school helped me, but the experience with audiences had a crucial impact on me and helped me more to release this fear and become free on the stage. And that's where, for the first time, I enjoyed acting. And it was when I was 27. I finished the school of acting 21. It took me 6 years until I felt really free on the stage.
Wow. So it took you like 6 years to build that up inside you and
exactly.
come out with it.
Exactly.
So Palestine has a unique relationship with identity and displacement. In order to that, how was the reality influenced the way you approached your characters that you act in?
Yeah. I finished the school when I studied acting. I studied in an Israeli school. And there were no Palestinian schools at my time. And I had to study in this Israeli school. And my classroom mates in the drama school, they were coming from, many of them were coming back from the military to study acting. And I had to listen to their experiences occupying us. And it was, of course, hard for me to study in such a place. But in the same time, it was there I learned how to confront culturally the system and its cultural aspect. And it was a lesson for me in how to confront, and that's where confrontation started. And when I finished the school, I started to pick what I want to do. It's not just things that spoke to me. I thought that art should be a way to express myself freely and to confront the people who doesn't know me and who have this stereotypes about me, who learned to hate me, who were raised up to feel they are superior. So I had to confront all of that at the beginning of my way in acting. And then at one day, at 2006, the boycott Palestinian BDS movement, it started with economical boycott movement. And then at 2000, I think, they started the economical boycott, the BDS. And then they started at 2006 the cultural boycott, and when it collided with my feelings of this is not a place. The confrontation is not anymore fulfilling what I want to say to the world, and then the cultural boycott kind of I found it as somebody who some kind of a voice that I had inside me, and I felt I would like this is me. This is what I feel. I don't feel like doing anymore Israeli theater or Israeli cinema, and that's how I joined. In a way, I joined the Palestinian call for a cultural boycott, and it was in 2006. So since then, I never done anything in the Israeli theater and cinema, and this is a long, struggle since I became conscious, since I have the conscience, the political conscience, and build up my political point of views. Until now, I'm believing in what I do as a form of resistance, and until we get our rights back. And of course, it doesn't mean that I am in a kind of a bubble of only political subject matters. The opposite. I am part of this planet. I am one of this big family, and part of my struggle is also to say that. So that's why I would love to do a Turkish film as much as I love to do a Mauritanian film, as much as I would love to do a Japanese film.
Thank you so much. So next, I would like to get into your style of acting, how you deliver your performance. So in that way, in many of your performances, there is a remarkable calmness, a kind of inner silence in the characters. So how do you build that presence on screen?
Yes. Well, presence you don't build. It's there. Your presence is your presence. It's what the nature gave you, what Allah gave you, whatever you believe in. So it's there. I have many, I believe I have many influences through my whole life. Of course, I've read and studied the methods, like Stanislavski and others. Stanislavski for me is the most important, but I also read others. And with the time, and of course, many influences in life, like my father's, I got the essence of acting from my father. That's no doubt, because I believe that he was truthful to the work he has done, truthful to himself, and he was a fighter, a cultural fighter. So he was he has a great influence and inspiration for me as an artist. And of course, many others, many other actors had inspiration and still inspire me. Many actors I don't even know their names to this day, that I've seen them on on cinema. I forgot their names. Iranian actors, Turkish actors, Indian actors. I've seen performances that inspired me through my life. It's always fascinated to meet inspiring people, whether it is as a face-to-face meeting or as an audience, somebody who sit and see things. So and recently, and I'm open. I think every actor has his own method and should find his own method, because every actor has a different eye, has a different, how do you call it, every human being is different than the other. So every actor has his own kind of presence, his own voice, his own thing, his own secrets, his own world, and every actor has to find his own method, his own way. So I don't believe in methods. I don't believe in methods. It doesn't say that it is not, it doesn't say that I don't read them. They are interesting to know. There are things that you should know as an actor, like technical things, but everything regarding the unknown, the unseen, the ununderstandable, the mystic, if you want to call it. Why do we act? Why is it interesting? Why do we have this kind of audience-actor relationship? Why do we want to see actor, and why do we enjoy acting? This is magic. This relates to a very ancient time, when people started to think of who they are and where they come from, and started to look for answers. I saw a shaman from Norway. His name is, I forgot his name, but the shaman is Norwegian Sami people. And he was on the stage. And he transformed into a wolf on the stage. And suddenly, after a few minutes, you sit on the and look at this man who speaks the Sami language. Even the Norwegian don't understand it. Nobody understand. I didn't understand a word, But I saw the man transform from a man with jeans, wearing jeans like me, like us, and suddenly he became a wolf. His eyes changed. Literally, it's not a joke. His eyes changed, become all white, and suddenly a voice comes out of him, a wolf. Like if you close your eyes and just listen to him, you think you are in a forest and there is a wolf nearby you. So, did he study Stanislavski? He doesn't know Stanislavski. He's living in nature. So, for me, this is acting. It's about this very ancient kind of abilities of the human being to transform, to reflect what he feels and what he experiences to the others, but in a deep way.
So in that sense that you had mentioned, the relationship with the audience is a unique thing in person to person. So you do a lot of theater acting as well. So what would you like to tell us about what is the main difference for you, the in front of camera acting and theater acting?
Not much difference. Not much, because acting is acting, whether it is in front of the audience or in front of the camera. You never act in front of the camera. Put a camera in front of me and leave me alone in the room, I wouldn't feel nothing. But if there is the cameraman there, the boom man there, the sound man there, the director, the other people from the street who saw us working and they came to see what's happening quietly. This is my audience in cinema. And that's why when you do cinema, people around you, the people who work with you as a director, the people who work with you, it's very important to tell them that. Because you are doing, what is important about the cinema is the dramatic scene. It's what's happening now in the drama. This is what is important. And everybody should work for this drama scene to be a fantastic scene. And then the actor would feel that, would feel everybody's intention to him. If somebody makes, on set, I'd feel him, even if he wasn't in my back. Because we are very actors, generally speaking, is very aware of everything around them. Not only to themselves, but to everything around them. Every little sound would affect them. So, where we were?
Like the main difference you see.
Yes. So the main difference is the magic, actually. Because in theater, there is magic. Because it's very clear. It's black box, and people are there. The actor is here, generally speaking. Or the people around and the actor in the middle. So there is a kind of a ritual that it is ancient. It is very...
Just like what the shaman guy does, right?
Yes, it is ancient. And this is why there is magic in the theater. You would say, يعني, wow, there is magic in theater that it is not there in cinema. The magic in cinema happens, but it is not the whole atmosphere. It is not an atmosphere of magic. In theater, you would come in theater and you smell something. There is a smell. In the cinema, there's what smell? There's no smell. This is the difference. Sometimes in cinema is more truthful than theater. And sometimes theater is more truthful than cinema. It depends. Like, for example, I am in love with Romeo and Juliet in the bedroom, okay? And they are whispering to each other, they are in love with each other. This is on theater. They had to do that while that man or that woman up there need to listen to that and believe they are on stage whispering to each other. They have to whisper like that because they had to be believable. So it needs a lot of techniques. But in cinema, you don't need that. So you are very truthful. You just need to be there in this little room, and it would happen. And this is magic in cinema, but not in theater. In this little. So there are differences, not big differences, because acting is acting, whether it is in front of audience or in front of the cameraman and the crew.
Just right there, as you said, like you need to whisper in cinema as you whisper in real life. So in your pieces, like, how do you prepare for, like, there are a lot of emotionally charged scenes that you act in, and how do you prepare those scenes without losing that simplicity? Because that is good acting for me. Like, you don't overact, you don't go over the line, you just keep that simplicity, which is the most important thing for me in an actor's ability, I think. How do you keep it in that level?
Thank you. I don't prepare too much. Really. I don't.
So it comes naturally?
No, not that it comes naturally. I don't over-prepare. I read it, I feel something, I keep this feeling as a secret between me and my character. I don't over-prepare it. When I over-prepare it, I act. I don't want to act. I want it fresh. You know, I want things to be still fresh. If I over-prepare it, if I over-learn it and over-prepare it alone at home, I might lose the first magical feelings that I had to the text. So I don't prepare much for the character. Of course, if there are characters that needs to, you need to do a study. For example, you're doing a role of scientist in physics, but you know nothing about physics. How would you do?
Learn for sure.
That
right?
need to preparation. You need to prepare as an actor for this kind of role. If you don't know anything about physics, for example, you need to study. You need to go to scientists, to ask them, to write, to make your research. Of course, research is important, but preparing how to say or how to act or how, because our work is not an individual. It's a group work. It's a group work. So if I prepare too much, and then I come to the set, and in front of me there is Anas. Well, maybe Anas has something to give me more of my preparation. It's a mutual thing. Maybe if Anas got sick, la samahallah, and somebody has to replace him, and then I have a new actor that I don't know, I had to be ready for the new actor because it's about give and take. So, Anas' energy affects my energy. Anas' way of work affects my way of work. So if I come with a block in my mind after preparation, because I'm a method actor and I need to prepare, then I'd lose Anas. And for me, Anas is more important because it's a group work, it's not an individual. It's not ego, it's us, it's not me. Love the art in yourself, not you in the art. This is what Stanislavski said.
So you don't do over-preparation, over-learning, that might just lose your freshness about the piece.
That's right.
So that might open a door to on-set, like improvisation. Like, as you said, like it's give and take and something new might come up. So what do you think about improvisation in your work? I mean, it's not only up to the actors to improv, but also to the directors who leads you to improv as well. So what do you think about improvisation in general? And
in general,
do you think that it's fruitful for the piece, for the film, for the theater?
I think, I think improvisation, in my opinion, I'm weak in improvisation. I'm not good in improvisation. I need a good text to believe in, to turn me on, and then I'm there. Improvisation, I'm weak. I'm not good. Improvisation is a kind of also a talent, something that it comes within you or not. I can work on it. I mean, I wouldn't say no to improvisation because it's interesting and it's challenging me, and I like that. But it is not. For me, improvisation is interesting before the shoot.
Exactly.
Before
when you're
the
working
shoot.
on the script.
When you're working on the script and you want to develop it, you want to arrive with it to something really stronger maybe, or you want to get to some climax of feelings, and so improvisation might be interesting.
And also, you can rebuild some stuff within the chemistry that you're working with the other actors.
Exactly.
Like the chemistry is important as well, as you said before.
Yeah, sure. And everything, I believe that everything can be taken to a different level. Even if you are not talented in that aspect, or even if you are afraid you are not good in that aspect, I think still that anything you want, you can take to a different level. And for example, if you're not talented in music, does it mean you won't never be a great musician? Or if you're not talented in music and you love music that much that you would give it hours and hours of your work, then maybe someday you would defeat yourself and become a great musician. So I'm not sure a talent is something that is, if you have it, then you can. If you don't have it, you can't. I don't believe some talent people remain the same because they are too confident because of their talent. So they remain the same all their lives. Some people who are not talented at the beginnings, but their ambition and their love to the thing is so great that suddenly they find it and they become great. So I don't want to close things regarding, there are no, how do you call it, rules. There are no certainties.
I see. So about working with directors, like how do you prefer to collaborate with a director? You like minimal direction coming from them, or do you enjoy detailed collaboration from the directors? Which way is like you feel better on set?
It depends. Some directors are they like to to talk about details and things. It's sometimes some directors less. Sometimes directors don't talk at all. Everybody in his own way. For me, most important is to be aware of your actors and to be respectful to your actors. Many directors think they are God, or maybe sitting a stair
just
below God, and this is problematic. But it's always interesting to work with directors that love their actors, really love their actors from their heart, from the bottom of their heart. And I believe cinema or theater has no place on this planet without the actors. Like, what do you do without the actors? Come on, the human being is the story, the actor is the story. We are telling stories, and we are telling stories by the actors telling the stories. So the voice and the soul and the body of the story is the actor. If you don't love actor, don't work with him. I don't like directors who tortures actors in order to, because they believe that torturing would give you the freedom. No, love.
So many takes after and after again, like.
Yeah, and torturing, takes, maybe if there is like, for example, a physical scene, they would do it and do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the actor is really tired, and then he's free because his body is tired.
And then he's not acting anymore.
There's not, no. He would be great because it's real. When people are tired, then they are free, really. And I've tried it. But I don't believe in this way. I don't believe in like getting the actor really tired until you get the truth from him. If the actor wants, then yeah, ahlan wa sahlan, please go, whatever. But it's loving the actor, love your actors. I love directors who love the actors and who love the drama. Like when the drama is happening, he's there for the drama. And this director, because he's the director and he's the captain, he would make all the set for this drama. He would create the atmosphere for this drama to happen in its best situation. So this is the role of the director. The director who can create this atmosphere is a great director.
So let's talk about Palestine 36 then. I mean, we know that your collaboration and friendship with Anna Marie goes back years, and how was that artistic collaboration happening, like in Palestine 36? What was your experience in that one, as in like director-actor relationship?
Yeah. For the people who doesn't know, I met Anne-Marie 2007. This was my first Palestinian film with her, The Salt of the Sea. And then I met Anne-Marie 2007, and we worked together since then until now. And we have done 4 films together. So me and Anne-Marie we have a collaborative work, a continuous, thoughtful, emotional experience since we met until today. And this film, what is different mostly about this film in our own experience was that this film we shot during the genocide in Gaza. And for us, you know, struggling against apartheid, against struggling to tell our story, we consider art as form of resistance, both of us. We agree on the political level almost 100%. We are together in the same boat towards the free sea. And during the genocide, it was I never felt that we had, like, we almost lost the meaning, and then you have to grab it, you have to still hold on the meaning. We'll never lose the struggle, and we will continue even though they are slaughtering our people and they are doing what they are doing in Gaza. We'll continue our work because and now more than ever, you know, it's just this feeling of urgency, but you know you are not going to change the world, but you are acting as if you are going to change the world now. This is the feeling during the shoot. First day of shoot, because the film was supposed, like Osama said, was supposed to be shot in Palestine, and then it was shot in Jordan, and we had to move to Jordan. And then the first day of shoot, after a long way of, like me, trying to, you know, learn how to ride a horse. I have made like a long way until I could ride a horse with one hand and you know, run with the hand, so I can hold the weapon and be a real, you know, fighter on the horse. And then the first day came, and we had to shoot 2 days at the beginning, and then to edit it so we can, you know, continue after a few months. It was a bit so complicated to do movies during the genocide. Anyway, so I had to shoot this. I'm running from the English soldiers. They are after me, and I had to fall. And I fell, and by a mistake, my shoulder hit a stone, and I hurt my shoulder on the first day of shoot. And I had to run after that, and I couldn't run. It was so painful to run and to continue running, and I've done it. And we finished the day. Like, I stayed until we finished the day. And all my day shooting was only running with a hurted shoulder. And the next day, I said to Osama, the next day was the horse riding. I was supposed to ride the horse in order to stop the train and go up on the train. And I've made all these exercises on the horse in order to arrive to this point in which I can run nearby the train and then jump on the train. And I was ready for that, but my shoulder was hurt. So I said to Osama, listen, tomorrow morning I wake up, I'll tell you if I'll ride the horse or not, because I cannot anymore. I cannot move my body. And the second day, I wake up in the morning, and I remember I sat on the couch, and I've done like, I wanted to try. I've done like, I cannot. So I just called Osama. I said to him, listen, I'm injured. I cannot do that. I'm very sorry. And I couldn't do the horse scene. But after a few months, we shoot the scene with the horses when I come to the village and I make this speech. So I could ride the horse then because the injury was okay. after. But the second day, I couldn't run with the horse. So and then it was the first day after a few months, we had to shoot again. So I went there, and the first day before the shoot, I was sleeping. And before I went to sleep, I put the phone because I see every day the news because of Gaza. So I look at the news and I see that the Iranians, it was in May, the Iranians are hitting Israel with drones and rockets. And there are like 200 drones in the way to Israel. And they will arrive in 2 hours. I say, okay, I have time to sleep. So I went to sleep, and at 1:45, I wake up on the first boom in Jordan, on the sky of Jordan. And I wake up, it was big boom in the sky. And then something is walking here, something is just, I catch it and I throw it. And then it hurts. And there is booms, booms, boom in the sky. And then it hurts. I thought, okay, maybe it's something that bite me. I put the light on and I see a scorpion like that, walking on the... I killed it. I put it in a tea bag. And I went out, and there's a war outside, like boom, boom, boom in the sky, rockets coming, and boom, the Israeli rockets hitting them, and planes, and I don't know, war in the sky. And I'm with the scorpion beaten here. And I saw Karim, the actor, the Yusuf, the beautiful actor. I saw him, and I came to him, I said, listen, if I die, you give this scorpion to my son, and you tell him I killed it. So that's what. And then I didn't die. I'm still alive. What can I do? I wanted to eat it. I wanted to eat the scorpion in the film. Yeah, but Anne-Marie said it's too much.
So my next question would be like, you worked in international productions as well, like
yeah.
other films, and from Europe to other Arab countries. And what changes most when you move between those contexts, and what surprised you most in different productions in your career?
Yeah, not really. When you talk about Palestine, you talk about a story that is facing a rager, a systematic rager since 1948 until today. And when you talk about Palestine, in films, when you have a Palestinian story, so this feeling of, fighting to tell your own story and the importance of telling the Palestinian story because of the rager, because of the control and the complicit of the mass media in the Western world. So it's a kind of a duty that it is very specific to our cause. In the same time, our Palestinian cinema is about humans, is about families, is about love, is about hate, is about anger, is about relationships between father and mother and their sons and their daughters, and it's friendship, it's all the common things that the humans, all the emotional relations that the humans has. We are not different than the other humans. We are the same. We are humans like anybody. So, and we have the same heart, and what make you laugh, make us laugh. What make you cry, makes us cry. So, in this sense, the work in Morocco was, for me, for example, the Blue Kaftan is a film that I love not less than any Palestinian film I've done. I mean, it talks to me, it talks to my heart, it hurts me, I feel this character, I feel it's important film to tell, and it's poetic, it's beautifully written, and beautifully done. And there is the experience. You meet the people, you meet a new people, you meet new culture, you learn. This is what is beautiful about traveling and meeting others. You learn, you're inspired, you see things. You know, once I asked a friend of mine, why do you continue living? Why do you
What
live?
keeps you?
What keeps you on? He said, I love learning. And this very simple sentence is such a thing. For me, yes. Yeah, I love learning. That's why now I have my son. I have other reasons. But before I had family and son, I love learning. I love learning. And still, when I have my little son, it's also a great lesson for me. I'm learning from him. I'm learning from being father, from his mother, about motherhood. It's seeing that from close and experiencing from that from close. I'm learning about my father, my mother, through being a father again. So I'm learning from actors, from different actors in the world that I work with. They inspire me. There is a very close relationship in acting. Acting is not like other jobs, because a director and actor would keep a distance. Actor and actor, they don't give us. There's no. Sometimes they are so close to each other. The physical contact with the diverse human beings all over the world is something. You get so close to people, to foreigners, to strange people. You don't know them, but you get so close to them. And you learn from this meetings, very close meetings. I learn many things from people I meet, men and women. And of course, again, I'm saying we are part of this world, as every nation in the world, and part of our story, and all of our story actually is to say that we part of this world, and this is our right to live a normal life as part of this world. So being a Palestinian working in Italy or America or England or Germany or Turkey or wherever is saying that. So it is not, I cannot distinct my international work from my Palestinian work.
So, I mean, we hope you keep making films all over the world and present yourself on screen. We love seeing you on screen. And are there, I mean, I know that you have some work lined up. Are we going to see you in Turkish films as well?
I've done a Turkish film called Flash Drive.
Anything
it's a Syrian story, but no, it came up a few years ago. It was directed by Darwish Zaim, and we have done a film about the Syrian story about this man who smuggled the materials from about the Syrian prisoners, political prisoners that were killed in the prisons. Caesar, almost the same story. But I would love to do, I would love to do Turkish films. I would love to do things. I've seen your country is amazing. I mean, it's so big and so diverse, and and so ancient. I mean, wow, what a place. Very much like Palestine from this high, but bigger, bigger and much more diverse. Very, very interesting, very interesting. I would love to do things, and I met beautiful people from Turkey, beautiful people from the inside. Very, very interesting and inspiring place to be and to learn from. So, of course, I hope, who knows, I hope one day one of the directors here would love to work with me and they have a script that turn me on, then I would, of course, be my pleasure to collaborate with directors from here.
So now I would like to open the floor for questions from the audience. Dilerseniz sizlerin varsa sorusu sizlerden soru alalım. Buyurun. Bir mikrofon geliyor hemen, çok özür dilerim.
I'm a big fan of Mr. Saleh. I just met you like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, we took a photo.
We took a photo together as well. I feel like a Palestinian. I should speak in Arabic, but I will just continue in English. As I said, as a Palestinian and as a theater actress myself, I always felt the need or the responsibility and the pressure to represent the Palestinian on the theater. So have you ever felt, or how is the process for you to like represent the Palestinians, or was it like a responsibility or as a pressure for you to present the Palestinian on the cinemas and to represent the Palestinian case as well? So this is my question.
Yes, it's a big responsibility to tell the story of, but I don't represent. I'm not sure if it's the right word. Many people say I represent the Palestine. I don't agree. I'm part of this nation, and I only tell the story. The Palestinian stories. So if telling the Palestinian stories make me a representative of the whole Palestinian people, I don't know. But I tell the Palestinian stories. This is my job in acting, in drama. And it is a big responsibility. It is a big responsibility to be an actor. You are in front of people, many people. They are there to come and sit and spend some time of from their precious time to watch you. And there is a big responsibility towards the audience, towards this meeting with the audiences. Now, we are all human beings, of course, and nobody is an angel. We are all human beings, and we are all having our own mistakes. But still, when you are an actor, you have big responsibility, a bigger responsibility than, for example, a fisherman. A fisherman deals with fish, and I deal with people. It's different. It's different responsibility. So yeah, it is a big responsibility, and you choose, you grow up. Many actors would go for, it's just fun, and it's fun to be an actor, and it's fun to be famous, and it's about fame and being, known, and Many actors are like that, they don't care, they just want to work, whatever, you know. Actually, most of the actors, most of the things we see, like look at Netflix. Netflix, I do this, like, زي اللي بنقي عدس. You need to look for something good in big amount of shit, you know. So it is, most of the people want, you know, to work and to be, most of the actors want to be famous and to work. You know. But I don't see it like that. I feel different about it. I feel different about acting. I feel different about the role of actor, about the role of cinema and the role of theater. And I think it has to be responsible. It has to be a place where truth has to be said. Truth has to be discussed. Truth has to be the thing about it. Especially when the global systems, the powers in this world, is trying to deceive the humans from this truth, to cover it, not to show it. And it's not only about Palestine. It's about being consumer, a slave, not a creative, not to think creatively, whether you are whatever, not only an artist. Think creatively.
That's why, if it's okay, I can ask one
Sure,
more
go
question.
on.
Yeah. So, like I said, I did theater for 10 years. Then I had to stop after I came here to Turkey. Like, I came 4 years ago, and now I'm searching again to do theater again. So I just wanted to ask for an advice from you. Like, what could you tell me to pursue acting again after stopping for like about 4 years?
You are an actor?
Theater actor, yes.
Theater acting, wow, amazing. No, don't stop. If you love it, don't stop. Why
I love
stop?
it so much.
So don't stop. Keep doing that. Keep doing what you love. Keep doing what you love, and if you have something new to offer, if you have a story to tell, go and tell it. You know, look for the way, look for the friends, because it's a collaborative thing. You know, many actors, for example, in Palestine, they started to do a one-man show because it's very difficult to do theater in Palestine. So they started to do a one-man show. They wrote their own piece and they do it. And they're fantastic. There are some fantastic. If you have something to say to the world, write your own and do it. Yeah, and be truthful to yourself. Feel things in your heart. If it's you know, actors, you feel what you want to tell, and yeah, why stop? If you love it, continue. Never stop.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Buyurun.
Hello again. First, I would like to thank you for this great movie and for your contribution to that movie. And I would like to share my gratitude. As a person, as a Turkish citizen from south of Turkey, who I describe myself as a good consumer of cinema, let me say. I want to highlight that we in Turkey, in lack of and hunger of Arab cinema, I'm putting in the, I'm adhering the Palestinian cause in the right, in the middle of the Arab cinema, in the Palestinian cinema, but on the other hand, not only with Hania Börsat, Elia Süleyman, or we even do not know much about great Arabic directors. Yusuf Shahin from Egypt, one from Iraq, from Syria, from Lebanon. So I wish that the chance of your collaboration with the Turkish producers and filmmakers in so many occasions. I would also, I think that contributions will also affect the spreading the word and also sharing the story, and it will also contribute the cause at the end. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on that, and I would like to thank once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other question? Yes, please.
Thank you again for being here, and congratulations on your new films. I believe we have 2 films in this festival from you, and I will be seeing the other one tonight, inshallah. My question is, the war on Gaza, as horrifying and tragic as it is, also gave a momentum for Palestinian cinema. Now we see a lot of movies from Palestinian filmmakers, and we see them being represented globally as well. As a filmmaker who's worked in this industry for a long time, how do you see this momentum? How do you see this development?
I think that for me, Gaza, the people of Gaza, is a big lesson in life, in resilience. And I learned many things during these 2 years, and I never stopped witnessing what's happening in Gaza every day. Wake up in the morning, I look what happened in Gaza, and it's still happening. Everything we have done and everything we will do, Gaza now is there. The genocide is there behind our work. Now we see what happened in 1948. In 1948, we didn't see. Now we see. Not only the Palestinians, all the world saw what happened in Gaza. So when we say 48, they understand now what is 1948. We understand now what is 1948. I lost my grandparents. They died, they passed away. I wish they're still alive. Because I saw in their eyes what they have seen. I saw in their faces and their bodies, in the shape of their bodies, in their body language, what they have seen. And I understand. I want to hug them. I tell them I understand you. I saw. And this is very sad. It's not something that, even it's hard for me to call it a momentum. It's not a momentum. It's a disaster. And what is this? Is if Israel don't get accountable, don't held accountable to after what they have done in Gaza, and for all what they have done to the Palestinians since 1948 till today, if they don't get accountable now, you can say goodbye to the world, because everybody saw. And if they saw it and they let it happen, then our future on this planet is going to be really bloody, really bloody. So the whole world is on a turning point, really. And for me, the turning point, what happens if the Israeli get held accountable and they go to jail, then we might have hope, really. If not, I'm not sure this planet would be worth living, actually.
Thank you so much. We can get a last question, please.
Hi again, my name is Gulam. I met you too, and I took a photo with you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember you.
Yeah. So the thing is, I want to ask about the budget. You know, Israelis has so much budget about making film. And what about Palestinian movies? Which kind of budget we have, and which kind of impact we can make to the world? And my question is this.
Budget, Palestinian budget, there is no Palestinian budget. There's Palestinian hearts.
I meant like, you know, showing movies in the, they try to ban, you know, movies, and even like we cannot find so much things about Palestinian history. So what do you think as a film actor, or I don't know, like?
Yeah, but the Palestinian, our audio-visual material since before 1948, since the 20s until the 82, it was all gathered in an archive that the PLO built in Lebanon. 82, the Israeli invasion, during the Israeli invasion, they invaded the archive and they stole all the material. And now this material is in the military archive in Tel Aviv. And I, as a Palestinian, are not allowed to go and see my archive. Not allowed. So we are not allowed to see ourselves. We are not allowed because they don't want, because, you know, it's a cumulative. Our work is a cumulative work. We inspire each other, and we develop, and we continue, and we accumulate materials and historical documents, and like artistic historical documents, and we accumulate all of that, because in order to arrive to a stage or a level in which the Palestinian and the Arab and the global community have consciousness enough to change. You know, it's a cumulative thing. It's so they stole it out of what? Because they are afraid of the narrative. They are afraid of our story. They are afraid of our way to get our freedom back. They don't want this voice out. Because for them, you know, fighting a fighter is very easy. They have drones, computers, surveillance, everything. They have everything to assassinate a fighter. But us is difficult for them. It's you know, it's not good for the reputation. For their reputation, for how they draw their pictures of this system, how it depicts its own pictures in the mass media. So yeah, this is our work, and we will continue doing what we're doing until we get our freedom back. You know, and they will continue saying these sentences. I feel like a radio when I say it, it's like a mantra. You know, it's like for me, it's like a mantra. I'll keep saying this mantra until I die. I want to live freedom for everybody. No excluding anybody. Freedom and equality for everybody in Palestine. And this place is so spiritual that it can affect the whole globe. And when you do bad in Palestine, you do bad to the whole globe. All the globe feel it. And when you do good, all the globe will feel it, because it's Palestine.
Saleh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. And I'd like to thank you on behalf of Bosphorus Film Festival, and reminding us the human heart of cinema through your acting.
Thank you so much, Anas. Really, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So let's take a picture.
Thank you very much.